Hi everyone! Yesterday when I took the video about why Japanese cannot speak English, and then after I took this video I was thinking, in the first place, what is the definition of being able to speak English or being able to communicate in English? As I mentioned in the last video, I think Japanese English level is not that bad as everyone think, even for Japanese. So what happening is right now is Japanese saying that, oh, I'm not good at Japanese, oh, I cannot speak I am not good at English, I cannot speak English. So Japanese themselves say this way, and then when foreigners try to communicate with Japanese, normally they kind of refuse to communicate. Oh, sorry, I cannot. But actually, they can. So I want to talk about the definition of being able to speak English today. When I work for a current company, as mentioned, every day-to-day operations, I talk to many people in different countries. So of course, which is including UK, US, which they're native speaker of English. But also, most of the people is not native speaking of English. For example, Singaporean, Taiwan, Japanese, Hong Kong. Actually, I didn't have much problem to communicate in English. One of our standards to make the partnership with each area is they can handle English very well, like 24/7 hour operation in English. And the funny thing is that I try to find some partner in local area. Then I ask them, oh, do you have 24/7 service in English? And then your people can speak English? And many of countries, apart from Japanese, they said, yeah, we can speak English. We have no problem to communicate in English. They were like so confident about their English. And then on that day, when I have the meeting with them on phone, and then I found that, oh, I think their English is not that good like what they present, because they say, of course we can speak English, no problem. And then when we have meeting, I have to ask many times, or they have some problems. So what is the definition of being able to speak or communicate in English? If those countries, if they're Japanese differently, they say, sorry, we cannot confirm everyone can speak English, something like this. So this is also related to the culture things and the background, how we think ourselves. In Japan, we believe that we normally cannot say, oh, 100% like we are perfect, or we can. Only if they have 100% confidence, then they will say, oh, we can do this, we can do this. So I think if Japanese have different mindset like other countries about English, I'm sure they can say they can do English. I always say do English, like speak English, communicate in English, listening. I believe that they have to say they can. But as a Japanese, we have one culture, which is we have to be very, very modest. If others give you a good comment, like, oh, you are so cute, you are so talented, even like your English is really good. Normally, if Japanese get this kind of comment from others, I have to respond, oh, no, my English is not that good, I'm still learning, not perfect at all. So this kind of modest we have to show to the others. Otherwise, if I say, "Oh, thank you so much. I'm still learning, but I'm very happy to talk in English," something like this. If I admit or accept, people will say, "Oh, Sarah, you're not the modest enough." So sometimes it could happen. But of course, when I get the good comments from my colleagues and my manager in the current company, I will say, "Oh, thank you so much. I am doing my best to improve my skills." I accept it and I really say thank you. But in Japan, normally people will still see, even they are specialists or even they have really focused on some field, but they still say, "Oh, no, I'm not that good. Like, I'm not the specialist." This is a bit of culture things. That's why most of the Japanese, they say, "Oh, I cannot speak English," or my English is not that good. Then they believe themselves in that way. It's gonna be true, right? Sometimes if we strongly believe that, reality will be the same. So this is also one of the background why Japanese always say they cannot speak English. My English, I'm not sure if people would say my English is good enough. Some of them say, yeah, but of course for a native speaker, they're gonna tell my English is not native at all. But still, I think people can understand what I want to tell. And I am still learning, but still I can express my emotions. So I think I would say I can speak English, I can communicate English. But as a Japanese, if the Japanese clients give me some kind of comment like, "Oh, because you speak very good English," I say, no. So that's kind of playing the games, but it's really happening. So I think this is one of the reasons why Japanese keep saying that we cannot speak English very well. So the definition of being able to handle English is really different from the countries. But because of this reason, Japanese believe that they cannot speak English. But I hope they can be a bit brave, or they can try. Don't be afraid to make a mistake or like a pronunciation, grammar mistakes. The more we talk, and then the more we improve. So this is today's topic. I will finish here. Thank you for watching. Bye.